Okay, this is problem 4.12, 4.12, and this is another, multi-product problem with different scenarios. And this is, they've also got an ethics thing in here, and I think we have to talk about ethics first before we go into it, but let's do this first though. So popular food items sold at regional baseball fields include soda, hot dogs, and a bag of peanuts. In fact, many people purchase all three of these items every time they go to the game. The profitability of each of these products isn't the same, however. For the prior 2 years, the products were selling in nearly equal proportions, and revenue and cost information follows. So the selling price of a soda, $6? Really? $6? Variable cost is 50 cents, so they're making a lot of money here on soda. Okay, $5.50. A hot dog is $5 with a $1.50 variable cost, and a bag of peanuts is $7. Must be a big bag, with a $2.50 variable cost per unit. So the sales mix is 30%, 40%, 30%. And the managers of the baseball park are working harder than ever to increase both sales and profit. This is important because of the high fixed cost operating facility. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so find the monthly break-even point in units for each type of product described, assuming food-related fixed costs in a typical month total $11,000. Okay, so let's do this one first. Let's do A. So here's our problem. We've got a soda, $6 selling price, 50-cent cost. Contribution margin is variable cost. Contribution margin is $5.50 with a 30% mix. That's $1.65 is the weighted average contribution margin for soda. Boy, it seems, because it's 30%. The hot dog is $5.50 minus $1.50. Our contribution margin is $3.50. That's 40% for hot dogs for $1.40. And peanuts are $7 minus $2.50 is $4.50. $4.50 is 30% of the mix, so that would be $1.35. So the weighted average contribution margin per unit, okay, that's 30% of a soda, 40% of a hot dog, and 30% of peanuts is $4.40. All right. So if I take my units to break even, then that would be 11,000 is our fixed cost, divided by the $4.40 per unit is 2,500 units. Okay. So then here we're back to the soda, hot dog, and peanuts. If my break even is 2,500, then the next question is, well, how many sodas, hot dogs, and peanuts will we sell? So I'll take the sales mix percentages times the 2,500 units, and that would mean 750 sodas, 1,000 hot dogs, and 750 peanuts. Okay, and there's my total units of 750. Now this is the part right here that you want to make sure is straight in your head. So I would do this problem by myself without looking at the solution, and make sure that you see this right in here. Okay? Alright, so this is like this 440 is for a partial unit of each one of these. Okay, but that would be 1. This 3 plus 4 plus 3 totals to 1. So that gives us one product. Okay, the next one I think has some changes in it. So we have recently managers at the ballpark noticed that the sales mix is changing significantly from what it was 2 years ago. Now only about 10% of the volume is from sodas. Hot dogs represent 50% and peanuts are 40%. So people must be sneaking in something to drink. They're all drinking beer. If the selling price and variable cost information has stayed constant, find the new monthly break-even point for each product. Recognize further that fixed costs are now running at $12,300 per month. It's a pretty big increase. Okay. So there's my soda, hot dog, peanuts. The contribution margin is the same, $5.50, $3.50, and $4.50, and that's from up here on top. But our sales mix changed, so now our sales mix is 10% sodas, 50% hot dogs, and 40% peanuts. Okay, so I multiply the sales mix times my contribution margin and get a new weighted average contribution margin per unit of $4.10. So that's actually less than what we had before. And remember, the contribution margin on the soda was really high. Okay, they're making a lot of money here. So the more soda you'd have, the more you would sell. So I guess you want to add a lot of salt to the hot dog to make sure people buy sodas. It's a joke. Okay, so let's see now. So now the sales in units to break even, our new fixed costs are 12,300 divided by the 410 is 3,000 units. Okay, so sodas, I would sell 10% of the 3,000 would be sodas, 300. 50% of the 3,000 would be hot dogs, 1,500, and 40% of the 3,000 would be peanuts, 1,200. Okay, and there's our total units of 3,000. Okay, what else do I have here? I think there's more. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Sorry. So identify at least 2 reasons why the break-even point is different. A and B, we just did that. Okay, because it would be different because the fixed costs changed, right? They increased, and also the sales mix changed. So why do you think sales of sodas have dropped so significantly compared to the past 2 years? Given how profitable it is for the organization to sell soda, wouldn't it consider some type of promotion to increase sales to previous levels? Since kids make up nearly half of the attendees, is this ethical? Okay, so the idea is that you don't want to sell sugary stuff to kids. Okay, so we've got this. Soda sales may have decreased because of health concerns over sugar. Budget-conscious families may not want to spend $6 on a soda, right? Well, that's a lot of money. Isn't it $6? Oh, I think it is, right? Yeah, $6 on a soda. I wouldn't spend $6 on a soda. I mean, beer probably would, no, it wouldn't be cheaper. People might bring their own empty water bottle and refill it in the fountain when necessary. And in terms of a promotion, they could have a hot dog plus soda combination. It's less expensive, rather than buying them separately to increase sales. The contribution may be lower than originally presented if there's a deal, but the volume might make up for it. Okay. They could also consider offering sugar-free sodas, bottled water, or real fruit juice. I think those are probably better ideas in terms of regular soda. All right. And is it ethical for the ballpark to push soda sales while recognizing the high sugar levels they contain? As long as the ballpark is not encouraging excessively large serving sizes or repeated refills, it would probably be fine to promote a soda sale as kids enjoy a special experience at the ballpark. A healthy kid campaign could coincide with ballpark experience, promoting physical activity and healthy eating habits. Okay, that's when you push the apples. Okay.